This episode of the Fire Alarm Insider is proudly brought to you by Secured Securities, your trusted partner in fire alarm and security solutions, protecting lives and businesses one system at a time.
Welcome to the Vendor Guide. This is step number 5 inside of the Fire Alarm Business Blueprint. The Vendor Guide is designed to help you get up to $100,000 in vendor credit. You are going to be doing installations, and you're going to need a place to be able to buy that equipment. So as we zoom out and see that this is step number 5 inside of the Fire Alarm Business Blueprint, there are 9 steps for you to learn how to fully operate a fire alarm company. So some of the vendors that you can start off with is ADI, Honeywell, and Wesco Anixter. ADI is a great place to start. They have the Residio products. They also have some fire alarm, the Firelight, the Kidde products that you can get. They also sell some Honeywell stuff there as well. When you go over to Honeywell, Honeywell has access to all of the training. If you want to learn how to train on the Firelight system, the Silent Night system, or any of their access controls or camera systems. Wesco Anixter is similar to ADI. However, they sell NAPCO burglar alarm line of equipment. So ADI, Honeywell, and Wesco Anixter are places you can register for to get yourself either $5,000 or up to $25,000 in vendor credit as soon as you open your business. So be sure you download the one-page vendor guide cheat sheet. The goal of the vendor guide is to do this together, one step at a time, so we can get you $100,000 in vendors credit. Some other manufacturers that you can work with, so that way you can sell branded equipment. Snap AV, they have high-end quality camera systems, also audio and networking equipment. They have Nelly Security. They also have high-end and also some low-end camera equipment. You could also brand your logo on this equipment, so that way you can sell your own branded camera system. And Walter Kidde, if you're starting out in fire alarm, it's going to be difficult for you to go with any one of the big manufacturers like Edwards, Simplex, Siemens, or even Notifier. So if you go with the Kidde system, you will be able to get backed by a good fire alarm panel that you can network to up to about 20 panels, so that way you can still do the type of systems that you need to do. You can do small systems all the way up to a voice system, so it's still capable of handling a mid-sized building just like the bigger panels. You sign up for ADI to get your account with ADI. You can fill out the credit application. And inside the credit application is going to ask you if you want less than $25,000 or more than $25,000. If you ask for less than $25,000 or $25,000 or less, you do not have to personal guarantee by putting your social security number. All you have to do is put your tax ID, and you should be able to get your vendor's credit from ADI.
At Secured Securities, we understand the importance of having a trusted partner in your corner. Whether you're launching a business or expanding your services, we're here to help protect what you've built. Visit www.securedsecurities.com to learn how we can support you.
Some of the things that unlock is technical support and training. You could also send your guys, if you get registered with Walter Kidde, you could send yourself or you could send other technicians to training, so that way they could be programmers. And then when you hire electricians to do all the installs, you can send someone out confidently to program a system. You want to minimize your risks by using trustworthy vendors that can rely on faulty products. So if something is defective, you want to be able to send it back through an RMR, either get replacement or credit, so that way you can buy something else. You also enhance the customer satisfaction because you can extend the warranty. So instead of having a 1 or 3 year warranty, you can have a 5 or 7 year warranty. So I'm going to show you how you can go from 0 to 100,000 by establishing vendor credit from different vendors. So here are 3 steps that you can take when you actually start to apply your vendor credit. You want to register with as many vendors as you can, because some of them is going to give you $5,000, some is going to give you $10,000, but for the most part, you can get up to $25,000 in vendors credit from each one of these suppliers. The next step is to complete the credit application, put your business information, your tax ID, your DUNS number, and any business references that you have, so they can do a background check, make sure you are who you say you are. Then after that, you submit it and wait for the approval. You should get an answer back within 24 to 48 hours, so that way they open your account and give you a credit account so you can go in there and buy you some smoke detectors or cameras and do your first install. Snap AV is heavy when it comes to networking, conferencing, and remote management. Their niche system is the Oversee product when they have their camera system where you could set up a camera system, manage it remotely. You don't have access unless the client gives you full permission. However, you can manage the system if you need to remotely reset a PoE switch or remotely reset a port on a PoE switch that's connected to a camera. These are the things you can do with Snap AV. It reduces the trucks that being rolled out to a technician. You can also also bill the client monthly for this particular service. So as we start out as a fire alarm company, there's not many fire alarm manufacturers that will back you. For the most part, the bigger companies, you will have to at least sell $500,000 in material, and that's pretty hard for a company that's starting out. So if you're dealing with a smaller scale, it will either be Firelight, Silent Night, or any one of the lower tier products from Honeywell, or the next bump after that will be the Kidde system. There you will have to sell at least $25,000 a year, which is a little bit better than $500,000. So as you start to progress and learn how to sell the system a lot more, and as you graduate, once you start selling more of the Kidde product, you will be able to bump up to either the Edwards or any other system you want after that. So I'm going to explain a little bit about the payment terms and the credit, right? When you establish credit from your vendors, they're going to give you some time to pay. You want to make sure you pay back your material on time each and every time. And the second thing, payment terms are usually 45 to 60 days. However, they understand how business operates, especially if you're dealing with government contracting. It could take up to 6 months. So as long as you keep an open line of communication open, they will be lenient. And the last thing is you want to establish credit. You need a DUNS number in order for you to be able to start establishing business credit. Most customers know that you give a 1-year warranty, but if you're dealing with a supplier, the supplier will actually give you an extended warranty, and you can leverage these warranty discounts by transferring that over to the client. So if a client is assuming that they're going to get a 1-year warranty, you can say, I give you a 1-year warranty, maybe a 3-year warranty for free, but then you can charge them for the years after that. So it depends on how you structure your business, and how you structure your extended warranty program will depend on how much money you can make extra off your client. You could extend also a discount program, because if you have a large order, they will reduce the cost even more, so that way you can make more money on this particular project. Lastly is the generic standard warranty program. That's the 1 year right out the box as soon as you install that device. So as soon as you install any particular device, it's warranted 1 year after that date. One thing I learned about people is they only buy from people who trust. I get asked all the time, what type of system you're installing? Who do you deal with? What type of manufacturer or fire alarm manufacturer you work with? And I tell them straight up, it's either Edwards or Kidde. So that way they know I'm dealing with a serious supplier, because these are the national suppliers. Everyone uses them across the world. So let's step back, maybe take 2 steps back and look at the whole entire fire alarm business blueprint. You see that it's 9 steps, and this is step number 5, the vendor guide inside of the fire alarm business blueprint. In order for you to understand how to fully operate a fire alarm system, you need to go through all 9 steps. And I'm going to teach you each steps, break it down within this framework, so that way you can understand it, take it back home, and start building your own fire alarm company. I want to congratulate you for completing the course. Now that you've gained the tools and knowledge to get yourself $100,000 in vendor credit, it's time to take action. I don't want you to wait no more. I want you to download this cheat sheet, keep it by your side so you can apply everything that you learn in this course. This cheat sheet will help you stay focused, organized, so I hope you're ready to succeed. All right? I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.